Hi friends, if you want to see how I go from that to this, then just keep watching. Okay, first things first, I always start with just a really clean prepped face. So I'm just washing my face, usually in the morning is just with warm water. And then I love using this step number 2 by Clinique. No, I am not sponsored by Clinique or anybody else in this video, just sharing what I love and what's really worked for me. It's kind of a chemical exfoliant, but it's really mild. It does give just little tingles on my skin and it feels so fresh and clean. I use their number 2 version of their moisturizer. So I believe it's for like combo skin, if I'm right. Here's my makeup bag. Who doesn't love some leopard? I love this Boots number 7. It's called Stay Perfect Foundation. For me, it's enough coverage that it covers any blemishes I have, or I have a lot of pigmentation. As you can see, like before I have this on, I just have spots around my face, some spots, a little bit of acne scarring. I feel like my skin just kind of shows any imperfection really easily. So I feel like it's just enough coverage to even out my skin tone, but not too much coverage where it starts feeling cakey or heavy. And this one is super long lasting for me all through the day. Okay, I'm not even going to tell you guys how long I've had this, but it's just the MAC, and I can leave details down below. It's just simple concealer. I wouldn't say I absolutely love this one and have to have just this one. I just kind of use what I have, but this one is really creamy, is again really light, easy to blend. And I'm just kind of looking for something that's just a tiny bit lighter than my skin tone to bring me some brightness under my eyes. And I also use it just as a primer on my eyelids for my eyeshadow, whether I wear eyeshadow or not. I have a ton of like blue coloration. I feel like my skin is just really light there underneath my eyes and on my eyelids. So if I don't have concealer, I feel like I do just have a lot of dark coloration there, like blues and purples. And I always get just a little red around my nose. So whatever extra I have, I just kind of put it around my face where I feel like I have maybe a little extra red, or if I have like any scarring or any kind of pigmentation that my foundation didn't quite cover up. Like here on my chin, I feel like my foundation kind of wears quickly there. So I put a little extra there around my nose. And then I definitely just blend it all out so it doesn't look like there's no harsh lines. I had a little bit of some acne spotting over here, so I just got some extra over there. And I have this kind of stubborn sunspot right here, so get some extra coverage up there. And I'm not trying to have such heavy foundation where it's like all encompassing and covering. I don't mind that and I kind of like actually that my natural skin tone just sort of shows through. This powder is, it actually has a lot of pigment to it, I feel like, so it does give me just a little bit more coverage. I would say overall, what I use every day is very much a medium coverage. And I feel like I can do that now that I have really gotten on top of blemishes and breakouts for my skin. In the past, I definitely would have to do much heavier, but now I feel now that my acne has calmed down a little bit, I can do a little bit more of a light to medium weight foundation. Here's just some bronzer. It is May, and so I want to feel like I've gotten some sun, but not actually spend a ton of time in the sun, just to protect my skin. All right, this is a kind of a newish kind of product for me. I love using this. I'll leave down below the exact color for you, but it's just a cream. I was going to say cream powder, but I'm sorry, cream blush. And I love it. It just has some natural shimmer into it. So I feel like I don't have to put any highlighter on top. It just has like a natural pearlescence in person, and it makes my skin feel really glowy, which I just love for this kind of spring, summertime. In fact, on the weekends, I can kind of get away with doing some concealer and a little bit of this on my cheeks. And it's kind of like a multiple steps in one. I just felt like I wanted just a little bit more color, so I used my blush brush, but I didn't put any more blush on it, just use what was already there. All right, this is a very neutral, very simple eyeshadow look, just kind of an everyday look. So I put this very light color just right in my crease. You guys, I am not a makeup artist. I'm a mommy and a teacher, and this is just what I kind of can do without thinking in the morning and have it be just a very natural but enhanced makeup look for, I'd say most days I wear something pretty close to this. And I know that eyeshadow isn't for everyone, but I really like wearing eyeshadow, and I don't do it every day, but if I can, this is definitely kind of my go-to. So I'm just really spending some time blending it out in the middle, and it's just a very light to mid-tone. And now I'm going to grab just a tiny bit darker, and I kind of blow it off just so it's not too heavy right where I put my brush down on my eyelid. And I'm just going over that area, and not even quite as wide of an area, just kind of concentrating that darker color a little bit more in the crease. But then I want it to be blended out so it's not, here's a dark brown line in my eyes, right? So I am kind of blending it out, but I'm trying to keep that darker just right there in my crease and towards the outside. My eyes, I have really big eyelids, really big space underneath my eyebrow. So I definitely do not have hooded eyes. I have a ton of space for eyeshadow, which I feel so lucky. And my eyes are very almondy shaped. So I feel like this just kind of enhances the natural shape of my eyes. And there it is. So just really softly blurred. And it does look so funny now just seeing, without lashes and without eyeliner. It can look a little strong until you get, everything all put together, right? I put just a little bit of this shimmer just right in the middle, and then I'll blend it out a little bit so that it's not, I don't like anything harsh or stark for my everyday teacher look. What I'm going for is enhancing my natural beauty, not trying to cover anything up, but just bringing out some of my favorite features. Here's just a little bit of it's a very, very light. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it. I think I would prefer without shimmer, but this is just what's in the palette, and I like easy. So just a tiny little bit of highlighting above my brow bone. And I've got my eye pencil here. I've used a ton of different kinds of products for my eyebrows. I really like that this one is, I can just roll it up to get more of the eyebrow pencil. I don't have to sharpen it. I do like how precise you can get with like an actual pencil that you sharpen. But you know what, in the morning, I'm trying to get 2 babies ready. I'm, visiting with my husband, spending some time with him, and I don't want to be worried about that. So I really do go for easy. And I really like this one that it has the dual end. So it has like the little spoolie on one side. Here's just some Great Lash Clear. I think technically it's considered mascara, but it's clear. So I use it on my eyebrows just like you would, a clear lash gel. I love this bronze eyeliner. It's a liquid liner, and on me, I think that the bronze is really soft while still giving my eyes a lot of definition and defining them. I think that this really pulls my whole makeup look together. Whenever I wear my liquid liner, and especially in this bronze, I always get so many comments on how green my eyes are. And my eyes really do go quite green, but I feel like this just kind of complements my green eyes and really defines and pulls out, just their green color. I don't know if you guys can totally tell what color my eyes are from here, but then I've got my eyelash curler and just simple mascara. I love the Chanel mascara. I just went through my tube, and oh, you guys, it's just so expensive, and you can only use mascara, I believe, for 3 months until you just really need to replace it. So I had just thrown away my tube, my beloved tube of the Chanel ones, and this is just some L'Oreal, and it works great. I really like this kind of applicator. And the Chanel one has a very similar kind of applicator, although the Chanel one is a little bit more of a dry formula, so I feel like it gives a little bit more volume. But you know what, I'm just trying this one out, and for every day, it's great. This is one of my favorite lip liners. I'll leave all the details for these down below. So on days where I'm wearing pink tones or neutral tones or something that would, this color would complement, I really love going for just a little bit more bold of lipstick. And I really do feel like lining my lips with some kind of wax-based lip liner really helps keep them solid all day. So I barely have to touch up at lunch, and it's still going strong through the evening. And I drink my coffee in the morning, so I've got like a lot going on, with my poor lips to get through. And then on days when I'm teaching all day, that just really wears out lipstick pretty fast. But if I do the lip liner on my full lip first, it'll still be there at dinner time. And then here's just a little bit of gloss on top, and I'll leave these 2 colors down below. So that's how I go from waking up to this look. I feel like it's springy, it's fresh, it glows, and it just really enhances me.